Hello everyone, this is L2 in Gaming, and now if you excuse me, I'm eating that leftover crow from last week. Alright, Steelers beat the Seahawks 30 to 23. SMASHMOUTH football. Something I've been asking for this whole season. The offensive line dominated. Najee Harris dominated. Jalen Warren dominated. George Pickens cooking. And Mason Rudolph, well, he did his job again, playing great game managing football. That's right, I said it. Okay? No turnovers. Gave the ball to the best player on the team. Throwing strikes. I'm going to give him credit where credit is due. He played well. Played outstanding. Kudos for Mike Tomlin. Hey, quick, fire Mike Tomlin. Right? Let's fire him. For all the crazies out there that wanted him fired. 9-7, by the way. The joke's on you. The joke's on you. But anyway, Steelers beat Seahawks 30 to 23. SMASHMOUTH football. Let's go check out the stats real quick. Mason Rudolph, 18 completions out of 24, 274 yards. Most importantly, no interception, no bad mistakes. This is as game managing you can get. Got no complaints on that. He played well. I hope Kenny is watching. Like, he got to be more effective, more accurate in his passes now. Like, this is what we're expecting you to be better next year. Because I don't know what the hell the Steelers are going to do when it comes to looking for a quarterback. They're going to give him one more year. I know we're going to get an offensive coordinator. I don't know if Mason is probably going to come back. Mitch is probably gone. Most likely now. 99% gone. Like, he's not going to be in Pittsburgh anymore. But I mean, you can see a quarterback battle between Mason and Kenny. Personally, I think Mason he did a good job, but I still think he's number 2. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be on this bandwagon. All them Mason fanboy, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not. Sorry. I don't see it like that. Mason played well in these 2 games. He might have made a right decision in starting him instead of starting Kenny. Great decision on that. Mason proved me wrong again. He's going to get his props. That's all I'm going to say. Let's move on. Najee Harris. Quick, let's get rid of him too. 27 carries for 122 yards. 2 TDs. Quick, let's get rid of him. Yes, Jalen Warren is better than him. Let's get rid of him. What is wrong with some Steelers fan that overreact to everything? And trust me, as much as Mason's played well, they're doing the same thing for him. That's why I don't get in arguments with people online or hear what they got to say. Who cares? Remember they were talking about how they wanted to trade Najee Harris because he wasn't playing well? So it basically turns out that it's the offensive line that was struggling. And the crappy calls that Canada was making. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Jalen Warren, 13 carries for 75 yards, 1 TD. He was playing well. What's wrong with having a 1-2 punch? What is wrong with having a 1-2 punch? They did it with Franco Harris and Rocky Blyer. They did it in the 80s. I can't remember them 2 guys' names, but they did brought it up in the game. What's wrong with having a 1-2 punch? But hey, let's get rid of it. Let's trade Najee Harris. Moving on. George Pickens, 7 receptions for 131 yards. Let's get rid of him too. You remember when the fans was talking about how terrible George Pickens was? He's a diva, blah 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 blah. Remember all that? It's amazing when you give him the ball, you know, all that crazy that he's doing goes away. Gently goes away. Goes away. Nobody talks about you no more. Granted, he gotta stop being immature at times. He gotta stop being he's got to stop doing that. Period. Like, but you do not trade a talent like that. Never, ever. Let's move on. Deontay Johnson, 4 for 76. 4 catches for 76 yards. Pat Fireman, 3 for 44. And that's about it. Let's move on to the defense. Rowe, 10 tackles. I'm surprised at how well he plays. So I'm gonna give props to him on that. Miles Jack, 8 tackles. Can you imagine if Jacks and Roberts would start? Like, Peterson, 3 tackles. I thought Joey Porter Jr. did a good job on Macau. Oh, he played well. I mean, Joey Porter Jr. has turned out to be a great cornerback. I think that the Steelers need to draft a cornerback in the first round. You have Porter on one side, have the other cornerback on the other side. Like I said, we'd be in great shape if that was to happen. TJ Watt is TJ Watt, basically. Herbert with a clutch forced fumble towards the end of the game, basically gave the Steelers a comfortable lead after that. Thanks to him. Very props on him. I'm very surprised how much of potential that he has. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Summary. It was a clutch win, man. What can I say? Steelers are staying alive in the playoffs, but I don't really care about the playoffs. What I said in the last 2 videos, I just want the Steelers to finish strong. Finish strong. You're 9-7. Get this win. You're being 10-7. You're going up against the Baltimore Ravens, who clinched first place. They're most likely might not start their starters in there. If they do, they're crazy. But I wouldn't be surprised if they play just a little bit. You don't want to be too rusty going in a first round bye. But kudos to them. Kudos to Lamar Jackson and all the criticism that he was getting by everybody. And he's proven it wrong. Now, you can sit back and relax and start Huntley in there now. But for the Steelers, this is a must win. If you're a Steelers fan and you want them to go in the playoffs, I heard from another someone on YouTube, Arthur Moats, that the Steelers want Jacksonville to lose. Steelers got to win. Jacksonville got to lose. Like I said, I don't know how in the hell that works out. I need to go look at the stats or whatever, but you want the Jacksonville Jaguars to lose. You want them to lose. They win, forget about it. You're out. But I'm not strictly sure about that, so you're going to have to check it out your own. I don't care about them going to the playoffs. I'm always that guy that feels like control your own destiny. Don't rely on other teams to get you to the playoffs. All you got to do is win. Steelers didn't do that. They lost 3 straight in a row. They lost to the Colts, which was a bad loss. Now they in this funk of we need help to get in. And personally, I don't like it. Who cares? Steelers win, they win. They lose, they lose. Let's worry about next year. We got a lot of work to do next year. We cannot get in the same funk that the Steelers got in this year. It was a very frustrating season, but it was predictable. My prediction was the Steelers to be 10-7. It'll be great. It will be great to get that with this win, but the only surprise is they didn't make the playoffs. So other than that, Mike Tomlin, his never having and losing season streak continues. Good to shut them stupid fans up. But he got a lot of work to do. He does. This might well be the summary for the Steelers outlook for next year. By the way, we are going to wrap it up in the next one. I'm not going to spend too much time with all the stats and everything. We're just going to do a quick review on the game, and then after that, my thoughts about the season, and then my outlook on the next one. But other than that, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a great New Year's. Be safe. Like if you like the video, dislike if you dislike, and I will check you guys later. See you next time.